In order to discuss public relations, we got to find out also what makes it relevant. PR covers a large area, meaning, according to the Public Relations Society of America, it is a strategic communication process that builds a mutually beneficial relationship between an organization and publics. Pretty much means it's a synergistic bond that organizations hope to foster with their public at large, meaning that they want to establish a relationship that if something happens, good, bad, or indifferent, they're able to directly communicate with their publics. Basically, it's the connection that the corporation, government, group needs more than the public do, because at the heart of the matter, it's the public that gets to decide whether that corporation should be trusted or not. A lot of people, and rightfully so, they ugh,
Hi guys, so I'm going to be talking a little bit about the agenda setting theory history. So it was first developed by Maxwell McCombs and Donald Lewis Shaw when they were studying the presidential election of 1968. They found that there was a similarity between opinions in the media and how voters viewed campaigns. Combs and Shaw stated that in choosing and displaying news, the editors, newsroom staff, and broadcasters played an important part in shaping political reality. They saw that whatever's in the mass media determines the attitude towards the campaign. People are more likely to listen to what they hear and not really look further into it. The idea of this study is to match what Chapel Hill voters said that were key issues of the campaign with the actual content of the mass media used by that during the campaign. They interviewed people who were not sure which candidate to vote for and asked them to talk about key issues as they remembered. Some of the major items were in TV, it was 45 seconds or more, and one of the three lead stories. In newspapers, it was on the front page or any page under a 3-column headline, where at least 1/3 was devoted to political news. And in magazines, it was more than one column or lead. So in their findings, they found that people being interviewed with more political interests and higher salience had a 36% of the people being interviewed said that they had read something in the newspaper recently about important issues. And then people with lower salience, about 58.3% said that they got information from the media. Wrapping up in the conclusion of their study, they said that in the future, studies might consider both psychological and sociological factors. And then a quote from them: agenda setting seems useful for the study and the process of political synthesis.
Now that we've discussed the history of the agenda setting theory, it is also necessary for us to discuss the theory significance and how it plays a role in public relations. The agenda setting theory proves to be one of, if not the most effective communication theory in demonstrating the relationship between the established publics and the media itself. The original theory hypothesizes that the mass media are constantly presenting objects suggesting what individuals in the mass should think about, know about, and have feelings about, according to McCombs and Shaw in 1972. The authors argue that public opinion is shaped by media coverage and that the media presents a forum that tells the audience what should be considered important. The process is built on two foundational layers, the first level and second level of agenda setting. Initially, the theory was arranged to tell an audience what information they should focus on and should consider significant. Following that decision, the media then chooses how to frame the issue to the audience. The coined concept of the need for orientation refers to an audience's direct involvement and engagement due to the agenda setting theory, while obtrusiveness refers to the audience's personal experience with the issue at hand outside of media exposure. The agenda setting theory is highly significant in the world of public relations as it is relevant in a variety of aspects. Agenda setting is prevalent in any industry reliant on public image and reputation, for example, political campaigning, fashion, digital media, and nonprofit organizations. This theory is necessary to establish an organization's identity and advance their communications to the publics. Agenda setting theory implies that the press is in charge of setting the agenda and therefore in full control of the campaign and brand image. Understanding the role that mass communication in the agenda setting theory plays in media coverage is necessary in demonstrating proper PR etiquette. A representative must establish strategies that strengthen the organization's media practices and implement efforts that influence public policy in all realms.